Watch this shit later because I know you guys don't want to watch it. Damn. I'm gonna watch this shit when I go to sleep.
Fargo said Trapler Ross said he itching for another video.
The deadly curse Lil Durk can't escape. Nigga, this shit is an hour too.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
We begin with
speaking of sponsors, if you guys haven't already, man, make sure you guys go download NordVPN. You know what I'm saying? Use the code Mario. You know the fucking vibes, man. Use the fucking code, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you your NordVPN discount. You know what I'm saying? Best VPN in the world. You guys know the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying?
They got these streets, man. Much shit rough out here, you hear me? You get caught lacking, it's all bad for your ass, you know?
I ain't gonna lie, I love watching Chicago shit too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all wanna watch this either? Bro, what is y'all on? Nigga, I'm not watching.
They saying W.
I was about to say.
And a 17-year-old female were sitting in a car in the 9200 block of Kedvale when they were shot.
The grandson was killed. The grandmother now in critical condition.
Damn, that's crazy. But it happened so much to us in Chicago, it's like, all right, this ain't nothing new.
Over the last couple of years, Lil Durk has become a household name in the rap game, transcending the label of Chicago driller straight out of the trenches to a fully blown megastar. And to get to this point, he had to hone his rap skills, bring melodic singing into his music, and soften his image for a mainstream audience. And as a result, in 2021, Lil Durk is much more pop star than block star. These days, spending more time on...
I ain't gonna lie, chat. This thing is low-key spitting facts. Lil Durk is starting to become more like a pop artist. Facts or fiction? Cole, what you think?
I think Drake helped him with that.
Yeah, Drake did help him go more pop. I agree. Drake helped him go more pop.
I like Drake kind of started his hot streak.
Durk is actually really going pop. I'm starting to see it now. Even with the Cola Ray. You know what I mean? To nobody. You know.
On Billboard than in his native hood. But you could say maybe Lil Durk's catchphrase should be cry now, laugh later. Because when you consider what Durk had to go through to get to this point in his life, still alive and breathing, you'd probably shed a tear too. In fact, over the years, Lil Durk has been through so much hardship and taken so many devastating losses that many people are convinced that he is cursed. In fact, Lil Durk told DJ Vlad all the way back in 2014 that he had already lost around 20 to 30 friends to violence.
20 friends. I think like 20.
Oh my God. Yo, nigga, that's a classroom. Nigga, that's a fucking classroom, bro. Yo, 20 niggas is...
I was in 2014, too.
Oh
that's
my
7 years.
God.
That's 7 years ago.
Nigga, what do you think it's at now?
I don't know.
30, 40?
Then G Herbo said he had 50, so like... Or 30. He had 30 on the PTSD cover art. So like, that's just...
Not 20 people you knew, 20 actual friends.
Yeah, like 20, 30 people.
Since this interview, people on Reddit have even tried to compile lists naming every single person who Durk has lost over the years. And
niggas, oh nah, there's no way niggas really did this research. Lil Mo, I ain't gonna lie, I've heard Lil Mo before. Never heard of Lil Rob. Never heard of Big Law. I have heard of Tasky. Obviously Pluto. Don't know who Dart is. Definitely no Fredo. Definitely no Capo. Definitely no J Money. Definitely no White. That's Von.
OTF.
After this, watch the video on Tory Lanez. It's called.
After this, watch the video on Tory Lanez. It's called "Was Tory Lanez Framed by the Industry?"
Oh, I see that on my recommended. I do want to watch that. Appreciate donation.
They have even tried to compile.
T-Roy came on. Oh my God, I can't.
Buddy, Nuski, Chino.
No, it's the Vaughn. I'm thinking like, yo, why is Vaughn there? I be forgetting, bro. I be fucking forgetting. Yo, the 25, Nay, appreciate the sub. Exclamation point sub and subscribe to the stream.
Every single
Slutty, yeah.
person who Durk has
Nuski, Chino, Lil Boo, definitely LA.
By 2017, when Durk was being interviewed on The
crazy.
Breakfast Club, he said that at this point he had lost so many people that it was becoming routine to him.
Are you numb to the death at this point? Because you see it happen all the time in Chicago. So when it happens now, when you're on,
it got the same effect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it'd be like, it happen every day so much, you'd be like, damn, all right. You'll get called every day, like, what's that? You're like, damn.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I was just with him a week ago.
Right, nothing funny. You'll be like, damn, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. But it happened so much to us in Chicago, it's like, all right, this ain't nothing new.
Now, if you watch the video from my Gangs of Chicago series about the war between Durk's 300 crew and JoJo World, you'll...
To be honest with you, yo, chat, not to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm just keep it 100 with me. Be honest. Does this beef even still exist between him and JoJo World? I don't even think it's JoJo World for real. I just think it's like, bro, I don't think JoJo World is even really like a thing no more. I think it's more like, yeah, STL, EBT, yeah. I don't even think it's JoJo World no more.
Know some of the losses that Durk suffered early in his career. He lost his homie Lil Mo before he had even started rapping and paid tribute to his fallen friend in one of his earliest songs. Durk also lost his day one homie from 600 D-Thang to gun violence after he was tragically gunned down only age 18 in a car on the corner of 61st and King Drive way back in 2011. With Durk honoring his...
them niggas was really sliding like that, bro. That's just crazy to me.
Fallen brother by getting a D-Thang tattoo on his shoulder, a tradition of honouring his fallen brothers on his flesh that he would continue in the decade that followed. Now, if you watch that 300 versus JoJo World video of mine, then you'll know that Lil Durk's career blew up off the back of a little song he had called L's Anthem, a track which featured lyrics directly dissing Durk's ops, which many have suggested sparked a deadly gang war in the streets of Chicago that would continue on for years afterwards. Ironically, after L's Anthem blew up and Lil Durk's musical career began to take traction, as Durk's name got bigger in the music industry, so did the target on his back and the backs of his friends. And even though Durk was having a lot of luck in the music industry at this point, his luck in the streets...
LA died at 17. Bro, RP LA, bro, LA, yo. Oh my God, bro. Bro, do you know how nice LA was? Oh shit, hold on.
A whopping 3 whole years later. But if it's not gun charges getting Durk down, it's gun discharges. In September 2015, Lil Durk's tour bus was...
Hold on.
Oh my God, Sookie's about to watch the VOD.
What, me?
Yeah.
Before a show in Philly, an incident which left a man dead in an incident allegedly carried out by a man in an OTF shirt.
We begin with shots fired outside a concert venue on South Street.
Appreciate donation, Laura.
Dead. A rapper was getting ready to perform inside the TLA while
and Almighty J got his chain snatched. They all
Appreciate donation, bro.
Hundreds of people waited outside. Randy, do you know if there's a connection to Lil Durk's concert and the shooting?
Right now, police cannot say for sure whether this is all related, but that rapper's tour bus was actually hit by at least one of the bullets. It's actually still parked right here in front of the theater, now part of this crime scene. The shooter was last seen taking off in a limousine.
Our shooter was a male.
Wait. Man wearing OTF shirt, Philly shoots man outside Lil Durk concert. When the fuck was this? Chat, what the fuck did I miss? Oh my God, chat, let me what the fuck did I miss? I missed everything, nigga. Lil Durk low-key started the war in Chirac? Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? No, the fuck he did not.
Low?
Nigga threw you off. Nigga threw me off, bro. I lost train of thought. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck happened.
That was crazy.
Yo, Mirror Wavy, appreciate 26 months.
Wait, hold on a second.
In September 2015, Lil Durk's tour bus was shot up before a show in Philly, an incident which left a man dead in an incident allegedly carried out by a man in an OTF shirt.
We begin with...
Wait, so one of his mans did it?
Shots fired outside a concert venue on South Street. One person is dead. A rapper was getting ready to perform inside the TLA while hundreds of people waited outside. Randy, do you know if there's a connection to Lil Durk's concert and the shooting?
Right now, police cannot say for sure whether this is all related, but that rapper's tour bus was actually hit by at least one of the bullets. It's actually still parked right here in front of the theater, now part of this crime scene. The shooter was last seen taking off in a limousine.
Our shooter was a male dressed all in black. He had some distinctive lettering written.
This is in Philly? Them niggas carrying straps to Philly? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. These niggas got it.
On on the front of his shirt, but I don't want to identify that at this point because it could be gang-related.
With 3 suspects fleeing in a limousine after the shooting, but later getting apprehended by the authorities.
Within an hour, police were able to track down that limo just a few blocks away. Skyforce 10 capturing this video of police taking 3 suspects into custody.
It really does seem like bad luck just follows Lil Durk everywhere he goes. But I'm not the first person to notice this, because for some years now...
Y'all be dying? Wait, let me see. What did Silky say? Hold on, let me watch this shit real quick.
I'm almost positive you could definitely be GD and a Crip at the same time, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like that shit. Like, what do you? I don't understand like what you're saying, bro. This is like GD.
Nah, that nigga called me for reacting to X's squad. Like, bro, what? Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This should be on me.
That's what I'm saying. You can, yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, all the niggas that Namir hang out was like, well, I'm not gonna say too much, but like, yeah. Are you saying not? Oh, you don't care about the beef? Are you just saying since when? Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I think he started cripping.
Oh, he really done. I don't know if we go back to this shit.
Been a very creepy video floating around the internet, and this video claims that there is a terrifying curse that's been following Lil Durk.
Watch the lick video. What's the lick video? What are y'all talking about?
This is a curse that has plagued Lil Durk's entire career, inflicting Durk and his friends with devastating bad luck that oftentimes proves fatal. So today, we're going to take a closer look at that petrifying video and answer once and for all, is Lil Durk really cursed?
I can let you. This shit looking like a movie type shit. Hold on.
And it shows various clips.
Rat tight. Bro, how am I fucking tight? How the fuck am I gonna get tight on some shit like that? Like, what?
Lil Durk and his friends in music videos.
That shit threw me off, though.
It did throw me off. I ain't gonna lie. It definitely threw me off.
Every single person close to Durk who ended up suffering.
Oh my god. Did you see that? Cool.
And telling the story.
Bro, every nigga he took the photo with is dead.
Oh, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Nah, that got it.
Durk, who ended up suffering a tragic fate. The first person supposedly affected by the curse on Lil Durk is J Money or J Money. J Money was a close friend of Lil Durk's affiliated with his OTF record label. He was unfortunately gunned down, seemingly as part of a long-running feud with a rival gang. In fact, you might already know a bit of background about this incident if you watched my earlier video on the war between...
He got lined by a girl.
Who? J Money?
I'm pretty sure. I think.
Nah, that shit's crazy.
As on September the 2nd, 2013,
I got you, lag out.
Also known as J Money from O Block was allegedly set up, with J Money apparently visiting a location on the 6600 block of South Rhodes Avenue around 2 p.m. Allegedly set up by a girl on the ops turf. Legend has it that
oh my god, on the ops turf though?
Yeah, he went over there to meet a girl.
Oh my god, on the ops turf though?
Was expecting to see a woman he knew, but arrived to the location to be greeted by Lil B and KI from Tukaville. He apparently attempted to flee down a gangway into an adjacent property, but he was unfortunately shot in the head, collapsing outdoors and not making it. Once the news of J Money's passing broke, Lil Durk mourned his fallen friend on Instagram, saying, "R.I.P. J Money. We just lost a savage who put tears in the ops family's eyes. You ain't never forgotten. Hashtag OBlock300, fuck the bricks." Another fallen brother of Durk's who appeared in that cursed video is Pluto, aka Lil Pat. He was sadly killed in a rollover crash on Lakeshore Drive in November 2013.
Wait, he got killed in a car accident? Nigga said, man, it's not no curse. Nah, obviously it's not no curse. Bro, it's the fucking streets. What the fuck are you gonna curse in the fucking streets?
With Durk mourning Pluto's passing on IG with numerous posts saying, "I ain't want to post a pic or answer the phone or shit. I'm lost."
That nigga only got 3,000 likes on the photo? Yo, Instagram active is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Instagram active is crazy. Niggas getting like 500,000 likes on a post now, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Shit is crazy. He said, "I ain't want to post a pic, answer the phone or shit. I'm lost."
Hashtag RIP Pluto. Feeling like Pluto. I'm pouring up for you right now. RIP Pluto. RIP Pluto. I'm sick as fuck. I seen how that car was crashed. I wish I took you out of town with me. You was the...
Wait, so you got killed in a car accident?
Yeah.
Real one for life. Durk would go on to later honor his friend in flesh with a Pluto tattoo on the right side of his stomach, as well as another tattoo saying R.I.P. Pat on his left knuckles. Durk later revealed in the song What Your Life Like that the city had somehow labeled Pluto's car crash as gang-related. A dirty move which essentially meant that the city of Chicago wouldn't have to...
He painted his car crash as gang-related? How the fuck you paint a car crash as gang-related?
Like you said, the news tried to paint the car crash as gang-related.
Contribute
the news tried to paint it as anything, bro.
Pluto's funeral costs, which would normally be the case in a car crash death sustained on the city of Chicago's roads. And Durk broke down this snaky move by the city of Chicago in more detail in an interview with Sway.
My homie Pluto died. You know what I'm saying? He got into a car crash and died. And you know, the city streets, if something happened, like a car crash, they got to pay.
Yeah.
They got to put money on something. Like, it wasn't nothing dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't get no money up for his funeral, saying it was gang related.
After those tragic losses, it's important to remember that not every
fucked.
single shred of...
Wait, I missed it.
They got to pay.
So, listen. If you got a car accident happens, the city gives money for like a funeral or whatever.
Right.
Because it happens on the city streets.
Oh, and they painted as gang related.
They claimed it gang related, so they didn't have to help pay for none of the funeral costs.
That's fucked up.
They got to put money on something. Like, it wasn't nothing dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't get no money up for his funeral, saying it was gang related.
After those tragic losses, it's important to remember that not every single shred of Durk's bad luck is fatal, because the supposed curse surrounding Lil Durk also extends to lengthy and perhaps unfair jail sentences.
Now,
hey, shout out Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
What the fuck? What? Chad, did y'all just see that shit? Nah, that got it. There's no way this nigga really just freestyled in the middle of a fucking video that's regarding to gang beef. The fuck?
Nah, nigga. Nah, there is so much shit throwing me off right now.
For sponsoring this video, thank you for watching and peace out.
Another face that pops up in that curse video is D Rose. D Rose is a name who you might be familiar with if you've listened to
Of course.
music. Because
Don't make me call D Rose. Don't make me call D Rose, boy. You know what's so crazy? I heard he didn't even do this murder. You heard that shit, right?
What? Which one?
He got locked up for murder, and everybody that's around him saying that he didn't even do it. Like 600 saying it, 300 saying it, and they're not saying it on some sense where like, oh, like, yo, free D Rose, he innocent type shit. Nah, they saying on some shit like, nah, he really didn't do it. Like, he was really not the trigger man. Like, you know what happened? Like, I heard like it was some case, right? And they lined him up, and like the girl pointed him out as the shooter, but he really wasn't the shooter. You see what I'm saying? Like to set him up type shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
A pretty well-known and respected tough guy on the streets of Chicago. And despite having his name linked to numerous cases, including at one point being linked to the killing of Lil Jojo, apparently falsely for the record, when D Rose's name came up in a new case, the Chicago PD were looking to put him away for good. Because eventually, D Rose and his friends were accused of pulling up on a group of younger boys at 6100 block of South Vernon, opening a passenger door and firing a handgun at the group, hitting a 14-year-old boy named Venzel Richards.
RP, chat. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was 14, bro. I don't give a fuck about no street violence, gang violence, and that shit, bro. If a nigga get hit, that's 14, bro. That's
people age differently in Chicago, because that kid does not look 14.
Bro, niggas in Chicago really don't make it to 20.
Like, I know what Ak was talking about back in the day when he used to say Chicago years, because...
Niggas in Chicago really don't make it to 20, bro.
In the head, leaving him deceased. D Rose was eventually convicted of this murder, being handed a hefty 40-year sentence at
40
the young
years,
age of
bro.
17. In fact, King Von even claimed in the song what it's
He was
like
17 when he got 40 years?
in the cell with D Rose when he was handed that 40-year sentence.
He said, and I was in the cell with D Rose, and they gave him that time on that share myself. Damn, Vaughn was in a. I didn't even know that. Did you know that? Vaughn was in a cell with him?
After that sentence was handed down, Durk tweeted out saying that they're slamming all of the young bulls that he grew up with big sentences, and he wants to see him free. But if D Rose's case is one of bad luck and perhaps maybe a little bit of foul play from the Chicago PD.
You know what's so crazy?
What?
I used to believe Durk's tweets back in the day, bro. That nigga say, yo, don't even trip, y'all. D Rose coming home. Nigga never came home. Nigga said, yo, don't even trip, bro. Nine coming home. Like, yes, go. Nine's coming back. Nigga, Nine's still locked up to this day, nigga. Nigga, yo, Shane, what's good, Brody? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, check. Keep it 100, bro. That man, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That man, Durk, is a certified capper. That nigga used to be like, oh no, don't worry, trust me. Like D-Rose on my soul. He used to put on his soul and everything. Nigga used to be like, oh my soul.
I mean, he's gonna come home eventually.
Nigga said on my soul. Nigga said, bro, Rondo go be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, 9 been locked up forever. Nigga be like, yo, free 9 coming home. Trust me, 9 coming home real soon. Yo, we just got the word on 9. He's coming home next week. You're like, yo, this nigga, yo.
ED, depending on who
that nigga's a certified capper, bro.
Their luck changed from incredibly good to devastatingly bad within the blink of an eye. And that person is THF Bobo, or Bobo. Now, Bobo's story is truly crazy. He is a close friend of Durk's who had caught a serious charge of double-armed robbery, where a 40-year-old man ended up getting shot twice during the crime. Now, Bobo ended up getting held on these charges in the Cook County Jail for around 2 years. And this was the result of an insanely tragic and unlucky turn of events, because the victim of that robbery-turned-shooting ended up surviving 3 weeks after the incident, fighting for their life in the hospital before eventually succumbing to their injuries and passing away. This would mean
oh, he passed away? R.I.P. chat.
Prosecutors upgrading the case to a full murder charge. However, as a result of the victim still being alive for 3 weeks following the first crime, the prosecutors ended up screwing up the paperwork and missing the deadline to take Bobo to a trial. As a result, they failed to upgrade the charges from robbery to murder for over a year, leaving Bobo just sat in jail waiting. And it turns out that this actually violated Bobo's right to a speedy trial. Apparently, the law states prosecutors have 120 days to file charges.
I mean, technically it was a murder.
Being held for 2 years and the murder charges not being properly filed by prosecutors, that late murder charge would end up being dropped. Meaning that after around 2 years in jail, waiting to fight a murder case, Bobo would finally be able to bail out on $10,000 bond for the robbery charges that were still outstanding. Now, that's an incredible stroke of luck for an accused killer. So, he was seen bailing out of the Cook County Jail, wearing a grey hoodie, ready to enjoy his newly finessed freedom. However, it's hard to...
This shit is crazy. You heard about the story, right, Code?
Did he get killed the same day?
No, like 5 minutes after he walked out.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Believe what would happen next, because story goes, as soon as he was released from jail, Bobo jumped into a car with 2 friends, riding off from the jail on South California Avenue. And then, within mere seconds, a white SUV pulled up on Bobo's car and opened fire, letting off over 20 rounds from 2 different...
That gotta be a setup, huh? That gotta be, right?
I want to say back door, but if niggas was in the car, no way I could, bro. That just got what,
bro. For how
they had to have been? No, they had to have seen the car before and followed it. They had to.
How would they know he was even out of getting out? Like
maybe they weren't targeting him. He was just in the car with them, but.
Different handguns drive-by style. The shooting car crashed and the shooters fled on foot, leaving Bobo dead at the scene a mere 8 minutes after being released from jail. Now, the next batch of curses are seen in Lil Durk's music video for the song This Ain't What You Want, with THF Bayzoo bringing a particular amount of misfortune into Durk's life. Bayzoo was arrested by police for a 2009 murder 5 years after the act happened in 2014, with the police picking him up from Lil Durk's house. But this arrest ended up getting
Durk in Chicago. That's crazy unlucky. 5 years after a murder in Chicago.
Wait. What happened?
They said the murder happened in 2009 and he got arrested in 2014.
Particular amount of misfortune into Durk's life.
No, that is rare.
He was arrested by police for a 2009
Somebody
murder
must have snitched.
5 years after the act happened.
Probably.
2014, with the police picking him up from Lil Durk's house. But this arrest ended up getting Lil Durk into a jam too, because while they were there to take Bayzoo into custody,
they found a gun,
the cops
right?
spotted 2 handguns on the table.
I knew it. Oh my
when Durk was asked by the cops why he had these guns, he replied with probably one of the most gangster lines ever. He said, "I got those pipes because Nigel's always be trying to take my bands." Well, unfortunately, these pipes would be taken away by the authorities along with Durk himself. He was actually bagged on a probation violation because he is not allowed to have guns at his property after being caught with that 40 cal pistol that we mentioned at the start of the video. Anywho, with Durk in trouble for the pipes, Bayzoo would be facing a much bigger rap for this 2009 murder. This was a wild case where 5 years before he was arrested, Bayzoo had allegedly approached a 21-year-old man named Dominic Barnes on 4700 block of Forestville Avenue, allegedly asking what set he was before immediately opening fire and killing him, with this brazen attack even going down in front of as many as 5 witnesses.
Wow, just walked up to dude, asked him what he banged, and then shot and killed him. Damn, that's really
5 witnesses and still beat the case? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Chicago can't be a real place.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, 5 witnesses is crazy.
Oh, I'm like convinced that Chicago is just, I don't know.
Yo, 5 witnesses chat is crazy.
What the fuck be going on in Chicago?
After the double arrest, Durk had posted Bayzoo on his Instagram saying free him and that they're both going to come out from underneath this drama. And well, eventually, they did, because Bayzoo managed to beat the...
That's the only time Durk ain't live!
...and ended up a free man, and Durk would eventually get...
I won?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, now I'm up.
Yep, 1,000.
Yup. So now Ack owes me 7.7K. Thank you. Yo, Cook, what I tell you this morning?
His charges and his probation
Oh
dropped. Another person who Durk associated with from that cursed video is a man named 5 Star. He'd been pushing dope outside of Chicago, selling a substance called phenylfentanyl to drug addicts in Iowa. Now, this is a synthetic opioid that's apparently around 1/5 the strength of real fentanyl, but still 10 times the strength of regular heroin. 5 Star had apparently sold this substance to somebody as H, with that person going back to their apartment and giving that substance to 2 of their friends. Those 2 people who were given the substance overdosed on it in a car outside of the property, but were fortunately met by emergency responders who were able to save their lives with Narcan. However, after the emergency responders left, the man inside the apartment continued taking the substance and was found dead 18 hours later. And 5 Star ultimately ended up getting a hefty 20-year sentence for selling these dangerous substances. Now, the next person we're going to discuss
10 times stronger than heroin?
One of the most strange
Makes
people
sense, bro. It's fentanyl, bro. Like,
like I said, it wasn't exactly fentanyl, but I guess it was like it probably.
It's like fake. It's like fake fentanyl. Like, them shit's
10
worse.
times stronger than heroin,
bro. Them shits is like very high dosage, bro. Like.
Durk is a 17-year-old fan named Maxwell Gatto. Now, he ran into Durk in July 2014 and posed for a picture with him, apparently taken by his girlfriend. But only a few months after this photograph was taken, in September 2014, he would find himself in grave danger. Gatto's girlfriend was allegedly selling weed, eventually crossing paths with a guy named Advic, a prolific finesser who had a habit of tricking drug dealers out of their drugs with fake money. Gatto's girlfriend was apparently planning to sell $500 of weed to this guy Advic. Advic had apparently planned a weed heist with 3 other people, telling one of them to just go grab the weed and then run back to their car. One of the people who was involved in this capo was a guy.
Come on, YK, you know the vibes. Hold on, I'm watching this video. Let me know the next wager.
Named Hicks, someone that Advic had just met at a barbecue not too long before this caper went down. So Advic pulled up to the caper with a few of his friends, ready to get robbing. And apparently he decided to wait in the car and send Hicks, the dude who he'd met at the barbecue, to go and snatch the weed. So he got in the car, and apparently as soon as the 2 ounces of weed that they had agreed to buy was pulled out in the vehicle, Hicks pulled out a gun and started firing. Gatto got shot in the back and died, with his girlfriend being shot in the face, but fortunately surviving.
Greeting.
Shot in the face and still survives? Bro, this shit be on me sometimes. I don't be knowing what the fuck be going on no more, bro.
Friends and classmates of Max Gatto turned to each other for support, stunned that the popular 17-year-old senior at Niles North High School was shot to death last night. Gatto and a 17-year-old female were sitting in a car in the 9200 block of Kedvale when they were shot.
Now, somebody else that's not mentioned in that curse video, but certainly another big loss for Durk, is Marvin Carr, known better as GBE Capo from Front Street and a member of the Flow Gang. At 1:45 p.m. on July the 11th, 2015, at the 7700 block of South Kingston, Capo was targeted in a brazen drive-by, getting hit in the back and the hip and later dying in hospital. Now, there was even footage of the scene following this incident that is far too shocking to show on YouTube. But this shocking assassination was followed by an even more shocking situation, because following the shooting, the driver fled the scene, going on a 3.5-mile high-speed chase away from the cops, with this chase ending when a driver hit a bus stop at around 60 miles per hour around 63rd and Ellis. And waiting for a bus at this bus stop was a young mother, with her 13-month baby Dylan Harris in a stroller. But the sad truth is, that 1-year-old baby was seriously injured by this crash and would later go on to pass away in hospital. The getaway...
What the fuck, man? What the fuck? RP, chat. Bro, these Chicago niggas be pissing me off with that shit, bro. Like,
driver in this hit who was responsible for killing that child, Antoine...
He got charged, yeah. I know he got charged.
Watkins was eventually convicted of reckless homicide and sentenced to 8 years in jail, with the mother of that baby screaming, "You killed my baby," at him in the courtroom. That's right, a measly 8 years for killing a 1-year-old child in front of it.
8 years, bro.
Send that nigga back.
Bro, keep in mind, he got 8 years. He's already done 6. It happened in 2015.
Send that nigga back.
That nigga's getting out in 2 years. Go up, appreciate the sub.
their mother. Nice work, Chicago. And nobody was ever charged for the killing of Capo. Following this
and nobody was charged for the killing of... So nobody got charged for the killing of Capo, but the driver got charged for the reckless...
Magic series.
This shit, yo, this shit is absurd. This shit is beyond me. I'm flabbergasted, my nigga. My mind is blown, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck going on right now. Goblin, appreciate it 28 months. Exclamation point, sub out and subscribe to the stream.
Of events, Durk responded to Capo's passing with a heartfelt post on Instagram saying, "Rest up, my boy. We was just saying how OTF and GBE back in it crazy as hell. Keep your head up, no limit." With Durk going on once again to memorialize his friend in his flesh with an RIP Capo tattoo on his wrist. That's a lot of heartache for Durk to endure. With this many friends and associates lost in the streets, you can understand why people...
You know what's so crazy? OTF and GBE is still not
However,
together.
this really is...
Chat, is OTF and GBE together right now?
They were never, apparently they were never like together though. Like they were never like one thing.
Yes, they was, bro.
No. OTF and GBE are both under 300, but it was never the same thing.
Is just the tip of the iceberg. Two big names that are often associated with Lil Durk are of course RondoNumbaNine and LA Capone. LA and Rondo rep Team 600 and Steve Drive, the latter named after their friend Lil Steve, who was tragically gunned down at the young age of 15.
He got shot by a 14-year-old boy? What is going on? Oh my god.
Bro, these niggas is really beefing in middle school like this.
Bro, in
this
middle
is beyond
school,
me.
this is like, what is 14? That's 8th grade?
14 is 8th to 9th grade.
My nigga, in 8th grade, bro, I was watching like NCAA basketball, bro, and some shit, bro. Like, I was playing Halo 3. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, yo, chat, bro, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Durk, Rondo, and LA were all together in the music video.
Wait, so if you're 14 and you get charged with a murder, do you do life? Or do you juvenile?
I think it depends. I don't know. I'm a good kid.
Play for keeps, as well as having appeared together on the legendary trio banger Brothers. And you can imagine that the loss of these two brothers would have been devastating for Durk. Now, I broke the RondoNumbaNine story down in great detail in another video on my channel, so go give that a watch if you want the entire Rondo story. But long story short, after an altercation at a party, Rondo and others were lurking in the streets looking for ops to get back on. And in a case seemingly of mistaken identity, Rondo ended up playing a role in murdering an innocent cab driver who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Rondo was given 39 years in prison for his role in this unprovoked murder.
But you heard apparently the cab driver wasn't
innocent.
Yeah.
I heard 3 different stories. The first story I heard this was the cab driver was supposed to pick up LA from the studio. And like, that's the first story I heard. The second story I heard was that the driver gave up the location. Like, I don't.
Yeah. All I know is I heard that it had something to do with LA.
Yeah.
Durk reacted to the news, making a free Rondo post on Twitter and telling Rondo to keep his head up while he's in jail, suggesting that they might even release some of their old music together.
And we know, come with the street shit.
They got music together still? Nigga, that shit ain't never get released since. Nigga, that shit ain't never coming out, bro.
Chilling for nobody.
That shit probably lost.
Niggas not finding that flash drive.
Oh, I did not argue with the nigga. Find me a
Silky talking shit? Wait, what he saying?
Did you not hit me up? Yo, bro, did you not hit me up?
I don't know what he's talking about saying. Shit that trust Silky dissing? Wait, what did Silky say? What y'all talking about? Bro, I'm not checking.
Go press Silky.
Nigga, I'm not checking my bro. Just tell me what he said, bro.
Demon or something like that, or like.
Don't know where's in it. What I'm saying, if you're not giving his head up at all. Yeah, got a lot of songs Rondo didn't even drop.
You say you're not a
y'all
shooter?
tag DJ Bands, tell him to drop all the songs or drop at least one for me and Rondo.
And apparently Durk also got himself a number 9 tattoo too. But if Durk lost Rondo to a case of mistaken identity in the streets, Durk's loss of LA Capone would be an incredibly personal, direct result of the tit-for-tat killings in the gang wars of Chicago. On September the 26th, 2013, LA receives a call from a studio owner that he had been trying to book a recording session with. He told LA to come through to record and to come alone. LA goes to the studio and starts recording.
To come alone?
From this final...
Like what? Like, yeah, to come alone. Huh? Huh? Nah, bro.
Session.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't going nowhere.
Circulating online.
You know what, fuck, I'm coming, man. Jakes don't like us standing on the block.
Last full video in the studio.
Just record. Just record. This is gonna be a hit song, man.
Oh, bro, this was the last song he recorded. Oh my god, yo, that's so crazy. Nigga, Brothers was the last song he recorded?
You recording shit?
Now, once LA is finished with this session, he leaves the studio through the back door.
So the studio guy didn't even set him up if you let him record?
There that he is ambushed in an alleyway by multiple people and shot multiple times. Initially surviving, being treated by paramedics and being alert and talking whilst he was going to the hospital, but unfortunately LA would later succumb to his injuries and pass away at the young age of 17. And 1 year after this, 3 people pled guilty to the murder of LA Capone, with the main shooter being handed a whopping 45 years.
I feel like that's not even a lot.
Nah, this nigga's mugshot's pissing me off.
In what was apparently a planned hit, the direct result of somebody giving them LA's location whilst he was at that studio. Durk initially tweeted "Get well, little bro" when he heard that LA was in the hospital, later tweeting "RIP little bro" when the tragic news came through. And once again, Durk honoured his friend on his flesh, getting an LA tattoo on his left arm. Now you might be thinking that there's one big
this thing got tattoos
we've overlooked so far. And that's because this is probably the most devastating loss that has had the biggest impact on Durk and his career. I'm talking about his cousin, Nuski. Now, Nuski was in the background of the This Ain't What You Want video with Lil Durk. And apparently at the filming of this music video, there were many members in attendance from a whole variety of different Chicago street crews.
When did this come out?
OTF.
This Ain't What You Want. What year was that, 2012?
2014, I think. I know you niggas after me, but... Nah, actually, it might have been 2013. And I guarantee I'm from the land where ain't no lacking that. 7 years ago. That's what it says. 2013. Yeah, 2013. Wait, Crump was in there? Oh my god, he was. What the fuck?
300, 600, OTF, Mubu.
Wait, I forgot OTF was cool with Mubu at one point.
Dro City, Dog Pound, Lamron, Face World, and apparently more, all had different affiliates hanging out on that video set, no problems. But apparently after the dust settled, it emerged that beef had sparked off between members of these crews, possibly the result of someone having stolen some jewelry, which kicked off a bitter beef. Now, there's a long history of the many intertwined beefs that Durk and Nuski have been
Shamam, appreciate the free sub.
That's what you want sub out of But let's just say, in the years that followed Nuski appearing in that video alongside Lil Durk, he would attract numerous enemies who would wish harm on him. And one of those people was a guy named Mubu Crump. He'd been involved in numerous altercations with Durk and Nuski's OTF crew, including a big fight between the Mubu
I remember that at that sneaker store.
TI in-store in September 2014, where both Durk and Mubu Crump were present. And over the years, there's been numerous escalations of this beef, including OTF affiliate Lil Varney being shot and...
I'm this shit for a reason. On my son, I was a real problem in these streets, and I stood on this shit for real. You little boys out here lost in a way on Max grade. Go get a job or go to school or something. Y'all not for this shit, honestly.
Paralyzed, with Mubu Crump mocking this situation on social media in some pretty disrespectful scenes.
Hey Varney, you better do this, bro. Oh, you put you in that thing, you gotta learn how to use it, bro. You gonna beat him up from fell. Because if you get out of it, we put you back in, kid. Alright.
Crump also rapped about Varney's injury in his song OTFK. Put the muscle in the fellow Chicago OG King.
And this is all over some stolen jewelry, so these niggas is beef. Like, what? These niggas are just mans, bro. Like, yo, chat this shit.
He was shot in the head.
Zuda was good, Brody.
Having something to do with this beef, and in a tragic turn of events, OTF Toon, who's actually RondoNumbaNine's cousin, was murdered in a grisly hit where both him and his 62-year-old grandmother were shot in the head.
They are a grandmother and her grandson.
They killed the grandma too.
What the fuck is going on?
Chat, this is beyond me. This is beyond.
The two of them had been sitting in a minivan. This was at 79th and Laughlin when a gunman opened fire. The grandson was killed. The grandmother now in critical condition.
So, that's a lot of grisly bloodshed in the streets. And story goes, as a result, Nuski was rolling pretty deep in the streets of Chicago, always ready for trouble if his enemies pulled up. This got to the point where apparently Nuski was so well known for carrying guns, he got the nickname Nunu Got the Strap. And well, living this lifestyle often can only end up with one tragic end. And realizing this, at a certain point, Nuski Nuski's cousin Durk wanted to get him far away from the beasts in the streets and into a safer career in the music industry. So Durk tried everything he could to get Nuski into the studio and out of the streets, turning Nuski's nickname from having guns in the streets to his musical trademark, preparing him to release his first project, Nuski Got the Strap. So with Durk's help, Nuski was picking up a buzz in the rap game and grinding hard in the studio, well away from the streets.
Now, man, since the last interview, man, what's been popping with you, man?
Shit, man, just working. I'm in the studio.
Wait, what happened? So it said, okay, rap star that's currently on YouTube was only produced by Ener and Cinco. Not only that, but you know damn well ain't no nigga help me write shit. So for Murder in this camp to keep posting that shit is lame as hell. Oh shit. Murder Beats said that he wrote Rap Star, or that he was a songwriter on there. Didn't Murder help with Martin and Gina though, or some other track? What was he on? He was on some shit. Damn. Polo said he ain't fucking with that nigga, bro. Damn.
24/7, you hear me?
Yeah.
That's some new shit dropping, man.
And Nuski was popping up on songs collaborating with Lil Durk too. Tracks like At the Top and OC, so you could tell that Nuski was heading in the right direction in life with Durk's help. In fact, even when he was interviewed in this Zach TV interview on his block, Nuski said himself that he was trying to focus on the music and get out of the streets at this point in his life.
They out these streets, man. Much shit rough out here, you hear me? You get caught lagging, it's all bad for your ass, you know?
But all this fame and his affiliations with Durk made Nuski a big target. Around this time, apparently Durk was dissing a lot of the ops from 051, Young Money, and Mubu, who OTF was still at war with. One particular instance of big disrespect from Lil Durk came after the Lil Mark incident. Lil Mark from 051 had actually dissed Durk's OTF crew on his track No Competition and ended up getting gunned down at a bus stop only a few days after. Once Lil Mark had been killed, Durk piled on the disrespect, even making a social media post purporting to be at the bus stop where Lil Mark was gunned down.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here, though.
That was the last time I seen him in Chicago.
Who?
Well, you know what I mean by the last time I seen him in Chicago. Like, that was the last time, like, I seen him, like, active.
This is a real famous place, yeah? This is a real famous place, nigga.
Now, while this disrespect was going on, Mubu Khan
New Doge Elon tweet? No way.
New Doge Elon tweet.
What did Elon say? Oh my God, Elon Musk, I love you, bro. He said the Doge Father, Saturday Night Live, May 8th. Oh my God. Yo, Doge finna shoot up. May 8th, Doge is shooting up, bro. May 8th is shooting up, bro.
Elon just tweeted about it.
It's gonna go to the roof. I ain't gonna lie, Bitcoin had a huge dip. If y'all ain't get in, y'all tweaking. That shit dropped to like 48K.
Jail. And while he's there, a couple of things happen. His close friend Kurt Mack from Dro City was killed as part of the ongoing war in the streets. Kurt Mack was actually the uncle of 051 Melly, a serious and feared gangster from 051 who became close friends with Mubu Crump whilst they were both in jail. Together, Crump and Melly joined forces to wage a serious vendetta against Durk and his crew. Crump, Melly, and anyone around Mubu or 051 were desperate to kill Durk but couldn't get to him. So apparently, they would settle for anyone even remotely close to Durk. I tell you what, Mubu Crump was truly bloodthirsty. I mean, he had been seen in numerous social media posts, rolling around the city with big guns looking for ops.
A lot of fake shit going on. This ain't fake, though. That motherfucker ain't fake, man.
In fact, in the days leading up to the incident in question, Nuski was seen beefing heavily with his opposition online. This included a tense back and forth with FBG Duck from Tukaville, with Nuski calling Duck a goofy, and Duck calling him just another clown joining the circus. Nuski went on to suggest that he knows Duck's location because of the women that he hangs around.
I hope that ain't your crib and don't foresee you got bitches sending messages, you ain't on shit.
Around an ominous end to a tense exchange, but it was Nuski's back and forth with Mubu Crump that was even more alarming. Crump said that he wouldn't shoot Nuski because he's a civilian, to which
I know you a hoe and you playing for this rap shit and gonna be the next YouTube video. I wouldn't shoot you, you a civilian, so I just beat you up like a baby mama. What the fuck? What the fuck, chat? Huh? Stop it, bitch. You think you know shit, you a goofy thing. What?
Which Nuski replied, Crump is gonna die soon, just what?
Well, all that shit you talk about, well, all that shit you talking ain't about, ain't, what? Bro, these Chicago niggas, bro. Yeah,
all that shit you talking about, you ain't bound to nothing gonna die, bitch. Watch.
Ending the exchange.
I'm done talking. I'm gonna show you.
These niggas did not go to school.
By saying stop the talking.
You can't read, nigga. Look how they type. Talking about I can't read.
Unfortunate exchange.
Huh?
Come back to haunt Nuski because a little while after these tweets, on the 31st of May, 2014, around 3:19 p.m., Nuski would get caught by his enemies.
This is broad daylight, bro.
With grave consequences. Nuski had been out buying shoes on 87th Street, where he was seemingly spotted and trailed by 3 enemies. He parked at the Chatham Village Square Mall at College Grove and 87th Street and sat in the parking lot texting someone on his phone whilst waiting for his girl to come out the store. And while he was sat there, 2 out of the 3 people that had...
I heard Durk was there. Is it true Durk was there?
I heard he went there after he heard what happened, I think.
Following him, hopped out of the car, walked up, and shot Nuski before fleeing the scene. At this point, Nuski was still alive. In fact, he crashed his car into the Be Fresh clothing store trying to escape the shooters. So after being shot and crashing his car into the store, Nuski was still breathing with a faint pulse. At this point, a bystander even tries to give medical attention to the still alive Nuski, but is stopped by a police officer responding on the scene. The cops say...
What? Oh, that's so fucked.
This is a crime scene and that they're not allowed to touch Nuski, despite him still being alive.
Oh my god, so a woman could have saved his life, but the police stopped it. Bro.
So Nuski is left there for 15 minutes, bleeding out from serious gunshot
wounds. Oh my god, and you know the police was doing it. Was stolen the ambulance. You know they was. Come on, man.
At which point he unfortunately passes away in front of shocked onlookers. Now, if you ask me, I would say that's pure evil from the Chicago PD, and they are just as responsible as the shooters for Nuski's death. And so, as a direct result of both the beef in the streets and the incredibly dirty tactics of the Chicago PD, Nuski is left dead.
I gotta see why, man. Like, yo, man.
The young age of 24. But to make this even more heartbreaking, it would turn out that this killing happened only 2 days after Lil Durk had secured Nuski a record deal.
Signing his deal like 2 days before he got killed. Yeah.
Following his cousin's shot, Durk posted a heartfelt tribute on his Instagram, saying, "Words can't even explain. Nuski, just like you told me, we gotta win." He also tweeted out Nuski gang and thanked his friends and family for getting in touch with words of support at this horrible time. And of course, Durk later got a Nuski tattoo on his knuckles, honoring his fallen cousin in flesh. But unfortunately, as is the way in these Chicago street beefs, after Nuski passed away, the ops were dissing him heavily, suggesting that his fate was the direct result of his tweets and that he shouldn't have been in these streets.
That's how Nuski got killed, bro. Voicing his opinions on street shit.
And Nuski was a ball player, y'all. That's what Lil Reese said when he died.
Mubu Crump very heartlessly pointed out the irony of Nuski threatening to kill him just before the shooting took place.
Oh. Look, you wanna know why I say Nuski name all the time? Because Nuski told me he was gonna kill me, bro. So then it was funny to me when he got clapped.
To me, that statement sounds incredibly suspicious. And also, for balance and fairness, I also just want to point out that the guy that Mubu Crump is arguing with in this video would go on to reveal that Mubu Crump actually got knocked out at that brawl at the TI in-store.
Now remember, the dog pound beat the shit out your ass, knocked you the fuck out for you dumb like this and shit. When he hit your ass, he was like this. He knocked me out. Like, come on, fool. You know what happened, fool. You know what happened at the TI. Hold on, nigga. You know what happened? So let's keep it. You know what happened when TI was trying to promote his clothes at the shop.
Anywho, apparently unable to stop disrespecting the fallen, Crump later found
himself
at
right now,
the scene of Nuski's passing, mocking the tragedy, I assume with the sole purpose of
that's crazy.
Durk.
Them left Nuski. They left his ass right here. You feel me? They left his ass up here on folks and them tweaking. Buying some shoes. Y'all see real niggas be up here though. Nigga play with me up here on folks in this building when bitch on the news. I look like Nuski.
Crump even went as far as to say that he was with the person who did it, but they didn't want to be on camera.
These niggas, bro.
I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass up right here on Pat.
Yeah, and they say I'm the police. Anywho, even as late as 20.
They said Melly did it. So y'all think it was Melly?
I mean, if he said he's with the nigga that did it, they were always together. So,
We've seen the likes of 6ix9ine disrespecting Nuski's name with the sole purpose of upsetting Lil Durk, with 6 going to Chicago to pretend to pay his respects to Durk's fallen cousin, in the wrong location by the way, just to promote his album. Horrible stuff, but if there's one thing that's clear, it's that Mubu Crump clearly didn't have the security budget of 6ix9ine, because on May the 24th, 2018,
that was dick suck.
That was major dick suck. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy.
Outside of a party along with 051 Melly. This picture accidentally gave away their location, giving the...
Wait. What?
bit of 6ix9ine. Because on May the 24th, 2018, Mubu Crump...
Last pick, huh, shawty? Last time kicking it, huh, shawty? Last time me and you had a real talk, huh? I know one thing, this won't be the last time a motherfucker hear your name. I'm gonna make sure it stay late. Didn't Melly get hit this day too?
Nah.
Nah, he did.
Is photographed outside of the party.
Oh, yeah, hit. Nah, he didn't die though. Yeah, he got hit.
Along with 051 Melly. This picture accidentally gave away their location, giving the option.
How does this picture get its location though? Like, it's not even nothing.
Chicago is small, bro.
Nah, hell nah. You can't get a location off there.
Bro, Chicago is small.
Like,
everyone's from the same neighborhood. That like what you mean?
Nigga said mad windows.
Bro, you're saying if someone took a picture around where you grew up, like in your close area where you grew up,
nigga said,
you wouldn't be able to recognize it?
know this neighborhood.
Rough on them. And soon after this photo was taken, both Crump and Melly were the targets of a drive-by shooting. Both were hit and Crump died at the scene, in a chaotic incident that was even captured on camera, but is far too grisly to show you on YouTube.
The Crump was shot twice in his arm and twice in his torso. He was taken to the University of Chicago when he was pronounced dead. Damn. Twice in the arm and twice in the torso.
Mubu Crump's shocking demise likely came as good news to Lil Durk, which is probably why on Back in Blood, Durk famously says he was dissing on my cousin, now his ass all in that wood, huh?
Like a lie, it's a fire bar. I can't see it.
Yeah, it's a fire bar.
Book his ass. I wish
now this
he
might
would
seem
come.
extreme, but let's not forget that Crump's disrespect for Lil Durk's fallen brothers went far beyond his cousin Nuski, as another devastating loss for Lil Durk was OTF Chino. OTF Chino was Lil Durk's manager, and ironically not long before the incident in question, Chino along with Durk had checked in with the Chicago anti-violence organization Rock Your Drop. In fact, Durk even said that he had spoken to Chino a mere 10 minutes before the
about
shocking
charity or
incident
something
took
like
place.
that. Yeah,
10 minutes. 10. You were just on the phone with him, and then he gets killed 10 minutes later.
Yeah, because he was in the house laying down, because I was on FaceTime with him. He was in the house laying down. And he called, like, his girl called 10 minutes later.
Apparently, after getting off the phone with Durk,
oh, that's what.
Chino stepped out to get some food from the Stony Sub restaurant at 8440 Stony Island Ave. Parking outside the restaurant.
But look, like, I can't even say shit because I really don't know what's going through his head or what's going through his mind. But like, if I'm Durk's manager, why? He's probably seeing family or something. I don't know. Like, just like
niggas at a burger place. Niggas trying to get food.
Bro, a hoodie on, man. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I feel so bad for people who are really involved in the streets. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Every time I look at somebody who's heavily involved in the streets, bro, it's like they can't do nothing, bro. He's just grabbing a sandwich, bro. Like.
Just before 2 a.m. At this point, according to the police, a man approached the car, opening fire, hitting Chino several times, including one to the head. Chino was driven to the hospital, where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. And while the police found no suspects, the internet detectives on our Chiracology are pretty adamant that 051 Melly at least had something to do with this. Bear in mind, before he died, our old pal Mubu Crump had also been to this restaurant where this went down on IG Live just to disrespect Lil Durk.
Spot, y'all. I just ordered my food. Y'all got that order for Nuski? Chino burger.
As you know, Mubu Crump was shot in a drive-by with 051.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't mean to just be disrespectful, but I see why he got shot, bro. Like, what is he doing,
nah,
bro?
This nigga was crazy disrespectful.
He was wildin', bro. Like, he was wildin'.
Nah, this nigga was always doing the
Melly,
most.
where Melly survived and Crump passed. However, Melly's good luck wouldn't last so long, as he too was shot dead at the party several years later. An incident which was also captured on video, but once again is far too shocking to show you on YouTube. And it was these incidents and videos that caused King Von to famously rap, Crump was doing all that woofing and he ain't even make it, Melly got shot in the party, started Harlem shaking. After the news of OTF Chino's passing, Lil Durk posted the following heartfelt post on his Instagram. Rocking my drop chain for Chino and the rest we lost. Your family in my prayers, we're staying strong, still the King of Chicago album, still drop May the 12th, single on the radio, streets can't stop me, I'm still on my Lil Durk shit. And naturally, Durk would go on to get Chino.
But, just quick question, Sosa didn't know all these niggas, did he?
That album never came out, did it?
Nah, I think he did. He grew with him.
Nah, Sosa didn't know these niggas, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Tattooed on his left shoulder. Now, for some years following the deaths of Nuski and Chino, it seemed like Durk had managed to escape the many tragedies associated with the curse on him, as his career and safety seemed to be in a good place for quite some time. And of course, moving to Atlanta was clearly a smart decision for both his career and safety. However, back in Chicago, tragedy was never far, and in 2018, Durk would lose yet another of his close friends, but this time, not to violence, but to drugs. Fredo Santana is a Chicago drill legend, having appeared on numerous songs that sparked the entire Chicago drill movement, and classic bangers like Beef with Lil Durk and Lil Reese, My Little Nigels with Chief Keef and Reese, and On That with Keith. At one point, Fredo Santana even hilariously threatened to pop the
this was a legendary Twitter moment.
Exclamation point, sub about to discuss the stream. What was it? I missed
classic
it.
bangers like Beef with Lil Durk
when
and Lil
Fredo
Reese,
was tweeting
My
at the
Little
Migos.
Nigels with Chief Keef
Oh
and Reese,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
At one point,
That
Fredo
nigga's not
Santana
playing.
hilariously threatened to pop the entire Migos, and he even at one point appeared as the villain in Drake's music video for Hold On We're Going Home.
I definitely remember that.
Affiliated with Front Street, Dipset, and the BDs, Fredo Santana was respected all over the city for his contributions to...
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga had the Migos shook too, nigga. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, yo, that nigga, that Fredo Bang, nigga. I mean, that Fredo Bang, that nigga Fredo says, yo, Doge just shot to the moon after they
Chicago drill music. But unfortunately, Fredo was also heavily into prescription drugs. Apparently the result of street trauma and what he described as PTSD-like symptoms from having lost so many friends to violence in the streets. And this drug habit would begin catching up with Fredo Santana around March 2017, when he was hospitalized after a seizure. At the time, blaming lack of sleep for the issue, but following the hospitalization, Fredo Santana was diagnosed with epilepsy and given medication, but he would continue to suffer from multiple seizures. And at that point, he stopped seeking medical attention after they would happen. So it didn't take long for him to find himself back in the hospital, this time with kidney and liver failure. Posting a picture of XXXTentacion visiting his bedside on Instagram.
And RPX too, I remember this, bro. You know what's so crazy? I remember this post. Bro, I really remember this post. Like,
beat my nigga X, man. I fuck with X so heavy. He was always around here.
Along with a caption that said, "Been in here since Friday. Doctors say I got kidney failure and liver failure. I'm getting back to normal. Sorry to all my fans. Turbo Bandana will not be dropping tomorrow due to my health issues. Thanks to everybody who prayed for me. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy." Fredo would later reveal that he was found on the floor shaking and bleeding out of his mouth. After this, he tweeted out suggesting that he would be slowing things down and heading to rehab. But sadly, only 3 months after this incident, Fredo Santana would pass away in his own home at the young age of 27. Following this heartbreaking news, Lil Durk took to Twitter, saying he'd lost a lot of friends over the years, but this one really shook him. Durk would later speak on Fredo's passing with DJ Vlad, saying that his death had the entire city of Chicago mourning.
Like, that fucked the whole city up. I just seen like all the love he was getting.
You know, it's hard to imagine that after so much loss, the universe could keep taking from Lil Durk. And while we've now taken a look at every single person that was named in that Curse of Lil Durk video, there's still one big name who isn't in that video. Someone who was very close to Durk, who he lost incredibly recently. I'm of course talking about that final...
Vaughn was in that video? No way.
Devastating loss that Durk suffered, King Von. When Lil Durk...
He just said that wasn't...
Oh, I was about to say.
The Breakfast Club with him.
I'm tweaking, child. I'm tweaking.
But looking back at that interview with hindsight now is chilling. To me, the most unforgettable moment is where King Von tells Charlemagne about the murder case that he beat, seemingly only making a half-hearted effort to even deny committing the murder.
What's the story? What's your story?
My story, shit, I just got out of jail for just beat a body in 2 attempts. Like,
so you was in jail for 2 murders?
Yeah, 1 murder and 2 attempts. I just beat.
How you beat that?
Yeah,
I mean, you didn't do it clearly. But I mean, like, how? I mean,
He said, how you do that?
Yo, Charlemagne is such a fan.
What he did, like jury, like, you know,
That nigga said, how you do that?
like, you know, jury, yeah, look, you know.
You gonna beat it. You gonna beat it if you didn't do it. That's all.
Von essentially beat this case on a technicality. This was due to his co-defendant accidentally spilling the beans and placing himself at the scene, then telling the feds that he was going to snitch on Von before changing his mind and taking all the charges at the last minute. This left Von free to go, and I actually did an entire video breaking down all the details of Von's murder case if you want to go and watch that and learn more. But beyond Von's brazen attitude,
you know, bro, beating 2 attempts and the murder is crazy. It's unheard of, bro.
He got lucky as shit that the other dude fumbled.
Bro, but you know what's the saddest part? The nigga snitched on him and he's still locked up.
No, he was going... Oh, yeah.
The nigga's still in jail, you know that, right?
Of course. He's not coming out anytime soon.
He snitched on him and signed the affidavit.
Yeah, but he's still in jail. How you snitch and still in jail?
Because he took back his word.
Yeah, but still,
he's
like,
a bad. Nigga snitched and failed.
Elsewhere in that interview, we also got an insightful tidbit from Lil Durk too, where Durk told Charlemagne that he would constantly be on the phone with Von in jail for the 3.5 years that he was waiting for his trial, with Durk essentially saying that he only knew Von from the streets, and that while Von was facing those charges, they never discussed Von being a rapper.
What made you want to sign King Von?
Cause he got a whole story behind him. But know what I'm saying, he just real. Know what I'm saying, his music. I've been with him his whole journey in jail. And I ain't gonna lie, like he ain't never say nothing about rapping.
Durk was definitely a real one for helping his day one brother beat his charges and then help him into the rap game once he got out. And in the months before this interview, it seemed like with Durk's help, King Von was going straight to the top. Von was racking up millions of views with his Crazy Story series and other bangers, but eventually bad vibes would come and knock him for the OTF crew in Atlanta. Because in February 2019, both Von and Durk got into an altercation that was captured on a security camera where they allegedly robbed and shot a man that they already knew.
They say around 5 in the morning on February 5th, Lil Durk, whose real name is Dirk Derek Banks, and his co-defendant Devontae Bennett were seen on camera involved in shooting Alexander Witherspoon, a person police say they knew.
As a result of this incident and the pending case around it, childhood friends Lil Durk and King Von were legally prohibited from communicating or being around each other.
Isn't you and Dirk, your probation or whatever is such that you're not supposed to be associating with other people who are part of the case? So is it like a thing where you're not supposed to be around each other?
Yeah, so yeah, me and Dirk, we only see each other like at court, if we got court or some shit.
Now, a lot of people said a lot of strange
crazy.
things around this time. In fact, there was even one chilling YouTube video that was made before King Von passed that suggested Durk was going to sacrifice King Von to get out of this case. Now, for the record, that's obviously cap, but it's definitely...
Oh my god, I hate those theories like that too. I hate them.
I hate that
bro.
shit. That's
I hate
sacrifice
that
word. I hate that word.
It went down not long after this, because on the 6th of November 2020, King Von is shot dead outside of an Atlanta nightclub following a hand-to-hand altercation with Savannah rapper Quando Rondo. A fistfight apparently stemming from a budding beef between King Von and Quando's label boss, NBA Youngboy. Anywho, the shooting of King Von was captured in its entirety on that nightclub surveillance camera too, quickly circulating all over the hip-hop community, and for many people becoming front page news. And if you think about it, the fact that King Von's demise was captured on camera is pretty terrifying. Because at this point, you can now say that Mubu Crump, 051 Melly, and King Von all had their tragic final moments captured on camera. And considering how much disrespect for the dead seems to arise in these gang-related feuds, you can imagine just how much all of this violence being captured on camera can amplify the devastation for both the deceased party's friends and families, as well as the disrespect that one's enemies are going to pile on using that footage too. After his passing, Lil Durk honored King Von's memory to the fullest, posting a picture of Von on Instagram with the caption, "My twin gone, love you baby bro, D. Roy." And of course, Durk went one step further, putting a picture of King Von on the front cover of his hit album The Voice, along with scripts saying "Long live grandson," one of King Von's nicknames. Now look, I'm sure a lot of you have got to this point in the video and are fully convinced that Lil Durk is indeed cursed. But there's something really important I want to get across with this video. Lil Durk is not cursed. There ain't no curse. Curses aren't real.
RP to all of them, chat.
People have
RP,
pointed
bro.
to this curse before and said Lil Durk...
Why is YB's name being mentioned? Don't tell me you're one of those niggas who's like, young boy had nothing to do with this. Oh my god, it's one of them. I don't have time for today, bro.
Needs to be avoided at all costs. But the reality is, when you come from the trenches like Lil Durk and his friends do, your life is likely to be filled with more pain and suffering than the average person. And a lot of comments on that original curse video echo this sentiment and say things like, it's not a curse, it's called being from Chicago. And that's facts. Durk has really been through it in his life. He's probably been through as much pain and suffering as a real soldier fighting in the trenches of
RP Von,
RP Von. How can we say Lil Durk is cursed if he is still alive, winning, making millions of dollars after over 10 years of hardships? Durk isn't cursed, he's blessed, because he made it through more challenges than I could ever possibly imagine, going through all of that suffering and today becoming a superstar. In 2021, Lil Durk is one of the most streamed musicians on the entire planet, and it fills me with great hope to see him winning and shining.
But I ain't gonna lie, the music can't bring your homies back.